Dukes. I love me my Zelda. Stream will start right after this song. All right, let's roll that intro, and then, boy, do I have a bunch of housekeeping topics for you guys. Transition. Intro. Anytime now. Intro. Well, something broke. What is going on now? 1 second. That's kind of embarrassing. I think the intro might be a little bit delayed because we switched the overlays around to be using assets from the cloud now. And let's just change this to refresh browser when scene becomes active. Okay, and then transition. Here we go. Boom, intro. Oh man. So do I have some news for you guys? Thank you to anyone, by the way, who has joined in early or on time rather for Table Talks. I know normally we don't actually start on time. Usually that's my fault. Sorry guys. And the setting is a little different today. This is, to be clear, this is where I used to stream from before. This is the room. But this is also a different angle of the room. I'm doing laundry right now. This is my underwear. I am literally doing housekeeping, which is why the title is the way it is right now. There's a lot to catch up on here in the JP Esteban household, so I have to catch up on chores, and then after the stream, which I will end early, by the way, we're ending the stream a little bit early. I was about to call it Table Talk, but it's not Table Talk today. We're gonna end the stream a little bit early because I need to I need to bring my babies to the hospital today. It's nothing serious. It's their normal, regular checkup because they're babies. They need to be checked up like every month, or sometimes sooner, depending on the situation. But yeah, I do need to bring them to the hospital. My doctor's clinic is only available until early afternoon, which is why I'm going to be ending the stream a little bit early. But that's not to say that we won't get to talk about anything during the stream. There is some housekeeping topics that I would like to share with you guys, because a lot of it is pretty exciting, or I don't know if it's exciting for external for you guys, for non Dicecast core members. Let's get the music playing so that we can chill while we're chatting. But there are going to be some changes that we're going to be trying to implement sooner rather than later here at Dicecast. And before I get into it, I just want to acknowledge that, yeah, Mark is not here today to join me for the stream. This is because his schedule at work has reverted back to his old schedule, so he's only available in the evenings now. That said, we are thinking of putting off Table Talk to the evening today. It was a bit of a sudden change, so we didn't really get to plan how we're going to postpone or reschedule the normal content for you guys today. But we're working on it. Mark might be able to stream later. It depends on whether or not his his boss, his house boss, will let him. Mark also has a game to run later on, which is related to Dicecast content. It will not be streamed. This is a session 0, so it's just a game to try and figure out, among the players and for Mark himself, what to expect for their sessions. So that's why he's not here. For Table Talk Mondays moving forward, we're probably going to go back to the old setup of having 2 Table Talk streams, one in the morning, one in the evening, which is better for you guys because that's more time to watch us, but bad for me and Mark because generally we don't get to guest or co-host on each other's streams that way anymore. That's too bad. But that's life. You know, you can't really control, especially with the kind of work that we have. We can't really control what hours we have assigned to us. But we'll try and adjust and make it so that you guys don't notice much difference, if any at all. So I did mention that we have some other housekeeping topics to talk about. There are going to be some changes at Dicecast, hopefully for the better. Don't worry, no one's going away. Mark and I are still going to be here. Everyone who has been involved with Dicecast production in the past and logistics are still involved now. No one's being let go or no one's quitting. We're just going to redouble our efforts at making Dicecast a channel that's worth watching and worth subscribing to. Greetings and hallucinations, Dice Chuck. Welcome to the stream. I was just saying how today is going to be a little bit of a different kind of stream. I'm literally doing my laundry. I'm folding my clean laundry right now. It's literal housekeeping today because Mark is not around for the co-host of Table Talk, and I also have some chores to finish. There's a lot to get done here at home, and I do need to bring my babies to the hospital later for regular checkup. So it's going to be a bit of a short stream today. Yes, me multitasking master me. It's going to be a bit of a short stream today, but I do have something special for you guys towards the end of the stream. I prepared a gift for all of you fans of Dicecast, my Dice friends. So hopefully you guys stick around to to watch me embarrass myself on stream. Before we get to that, though, a little bit more on the housekeeping topics. So one of the things that came about after Mark and I finished the last live event coverage stream that we did, which was for Ready Level Zero, run by Adventures Anonymous, a local tabletop enthusiast group that tries to spread the love of the hobby to as many people as possible here, at least in the Philippines. They put together the event Ready Level Zero, which again was a D&D event specifically for the benefit of people who had never played Dungeons & Dragons before and who want to get into it. So we covered that. If you want to watch that video or the coverage of that video, it is on our Facebook and YouTube archives. I don't know if it's still here on Twitch. It may very well be. But I do know that Twitch deletes after a little while. Dicechuck says he's really looking forward to Telengard. However, I often work alternate Wednesday mornings, and the next cast starts at 1 a.m. And I have to go to work. At 7 a.m. So I don't know how late I can stay up. Don't worry, Dicechuck. I won't play Telengard unless I am sure that you are in the chat and that you are available to stick around for at least an hour of watching me dick around and fail at the game. I have alternates for Wednesday just in case you can't make it or can't stay for long. So don't worry. Telengard is really just for you because it's your request. I won't play it until you're around to enjoy it. Anyway, as I was saying, Mark and I had some insights after that last event coverage. First and foremost being that we don't think that we are in a good place right now to cover games or live action, actual play D&D tabletop, at least in an event situation, like a live event situation. For the home games, we can still do it pretty fine. The only issue is that, we don't have common schedules anymore with the rest of the play group. So we decided we are going to pivot the way that we cover live events. We're going to focus, instead of on the games or having a gaming table, just having a camera looking at a table, we're going to instead cover it the way that we did during Ready Level Zero, which is we're going to focus on the community. We're going to focus on the people. We're going to focus on the attendees and the partners who made that event possible and who make it worth going to events like that in the first place. Mark and I had a lot of fun doing that when we covered Ready Level Zero. We got to know our friends and our co-hobby enthusiasts a lot better, and honestly, that's an angle of event coverage that isn't really popular or isn't really done here. Most of the streaming outfits locally, they just do games. They just do streaming of the games, maybe some commentary, some shoutcasting, the usual, the critical role route of coverage. Because I think everybody wants to do critical role. Dice Check is asking, am I referring to the conference call? No. Well, yes, I suppose in part. We're going to be doing more coverage like that, rather than having a camera focus on a table, because we just don't have the ability to deliver gameplay content on a regular basis. However, we do have lots of people who are willing to come up on stream and talk about what they're doing in the hobby space, and what to expect in terms of the games that they are making. That's what we have. We have access to individuals who are willing to talk about what's new in their lives and in their hobbies. We have a competitor, or I don't really consider them a competitor because now we're pivoting away from that kind of coverage. But there is another outfit called Tabletop PH that they do actual play D&D game coverage like twice a week. It's pretty insane how often they can do these kinds of live streams, and the quality that they do it in is pretty good. I'm not going to mince words here. They beat us to that idea. They beat us to the execution of that idea anyway. So we're going to change gears and find different ways to deliver content related to tabletop board gaming and Dungeons and Dragons, that isn't just another table. So that is our major pivot. Mark and I decided on that after our coverage of Ready Level Zero, and I think we're going to give it a shot, at least for the next couple of live events that we're going to be covering, and we're going to be talking to... they don't know about this yet. Greasy Snitches doesn't know about this yet, but we want to talk to Greasy Snitches to talk about to discuss covering their upcoming event in November, which is like a 200-person D&D epic, which is very exciting. We are going to approach them with the idea of covering it on the basis similar to what we did for Ready Level Zero, which is focusing on the individual, focusing on the attendees and the other partners, the other sponsors of the event, to talk about their involvement, to talk about what they do, and to talk about how they share their love of the hobby. All right, so that is our pivot. Another thing that we have discussed internally here at Dicecast is how we are going to try and up our game in terms of social. Now, anyone who has paid attention to this channel for any length of time probably knows my personal disdain for social, which is quite a bit. I didn't even have a Facebook page or a Facebook account until recently, until like a couple of weeks ago, when I decided, I'm going to be more hands-on with the Facebook page, our Dicecast Facebook page, so I need an account. And so I made one. It's very private. I don't think you can even find me unless you know my email address. At least I hope you can't find me unless you know my email address. I don't know how trustworthy Facebook's privacy settings are, but, well, it is what it is. So yeah, social is just something that we recognize we are very weak in. Dicechuck says, you could still do occasional one-shot gaming sometime if you, Mark, and some others end up with a few hours off at the same time. It might only be one or more times a year at most, but it's still perhaps an option. Oh yes, for sure, we're still going to do gaming. It's just we can't promise we can't do the same setup that we did last year or even 2 years ago, where we promised weekly games. So we can't deliver that. It's unfeasible for us given our schedules, even if it's just me and Mark. But that said, we aren't going to stop doing it completely. And in fact, the way that we deliver those kinds of actual play game streams, will also have a focus on community and individual involvement as well. So I don't know. I think Mark has announced this already. He has streamed about it several times. He is going to be doing a Forbidden Lands campaign, which session 0 will take place tonight, which is why I'm not sure if Mark will be able to do a TableTalk stream tonight. But session 0 for his upcoming Forbidden Lands live stream virtual tabletop-based game, which will be live streamed here on Dicecast, is still going to be an actual play game. So we haven't stopped doing that completely. And the people that he's partnered with, the players of his campaign, or in his campaign, are all somehow involved either as game developers or somehow professionally involved in the local tabletop community. Like they may be shop owners, artists, artisans. They might be game developers or game designers. And the focus will be on them having fun, yes, but Mark will try and find a way to help them promote their content, their creations. Dice Chuck says, I actively avoid social media. I don't do Facebook. I don't even use a cell phone. Somebody might call me. Yeah, that's very much how I prefer to live, is very out of social. Forbidden Lands, that interests me very much. Yes, it is a very interesting prospect. Let me pull up the schedules for you, actually. Here, you'll take a look at our internal Asana. .com. So Mark's schedule for Forbidden Lands as a weekly stream is going to be from where's the calendar? I want to see a bigger calendar. Oh, sorry, Dice Chuck, there are no topics for today because, like I mentioned before, it's not a normal Table Talk stream. So Mark's first, Forbidden Lands stream is scheduled for October 19. At our local time, I think it's going to be 7 p.m. onwards. And then it's a bi-monthly stream, so twice a month, every other week. And it just says laundry. Yeah, I do. I need to fold up my laundry. So yeah, Mark's trying to push for twice a month, every other weekend, every other Saturday. So starting from on October 19, and then November 2, November 16, and so on. So that's what he's trying to shoot for. By the way, happy Thanksgiving. Oh, is it Thanksgiving in Canada? I did not know. Interesting. You guys celebrate all of your holidays weird. Not that I'm judging. Anyway, yeah, happy Thanksgiving, Dice Chuck. How are you spending it? Yeah, go ahead and type out how you're celebrating your Thanksgiving while I go on and explain the rest of our housekeeping topics about social. Dicecast social is very weak. We don't have a dedicated community manager. Whoa, Dice Chuck, today is your birthday? Holy shit, that's amazing. Okay. Oh, happy birthday to you, buddy. This makes what I have prepared for later even more special. Consider it a birthday present to you as well, aside from a general gift to our dice friends. Oh, that's really cool. I'm glad you get to spend time with your sister's family and enjoy your birthday and freaking Thanksgiving. You know what I'm thankful for, Dice Chuck? I'm thankful that you found our little channel all those months ago. Like, how the crap did that even happen? It's amazing. The stars must have aligned, for you to come across us that fateful day. Anyway, yeah, we're very weak in social here at Dicecast. We don't have a dedicated poster, a dedicated person. I mean, Sarah, over here in chat, Sarah Samonte does a lot of it, and we're very thankful for her. But we need, like, if people are to discover us outside of the streaming platforms, outside of Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, we need to post on our socials more. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of that jazz. It's a pain for people like you and me, personally. Like, we would prefer to just be completely private, completely not antisocial, but asocial individuals. Um, it's hard for us to even find the time to do social because Mark and I we spend all of our available time just trying to find new ways to stream Dicecast, to do the content, the weekly content that you guys enjoy. Um, Arvin and Lance, you probably haven't heard of these names before, but these people, these names are all involved with Dicecast in some way or another. They are all founding members of the Dicecast group. Arvin and Lance are very busy. Lance works at a bank, so you can imagine just how busy he is. While also, Lance is our contact at Adventures Anonymous. He is part of many groups aside from just Dicecast and Adventures Anonymous. He really does a lot to try and throw events in the local sphere related to tabletop and Dungeons and Dragons and role playing. Arvin is just generally a very busy man. He does business development for us. He tries to find more opportunities for us to partner with other groups, other companies, and so does Lance. Lance also does that. And KL, you might know her more as Seikachu. KL does a lot of odd jobs for us on the side. So she just, when she finds the time, because she's also a very busy lady, she has her own Twitch channel, which is a lot more successful and a lot more popular than Dicecast. So go check her out. When she's not busy doing that, she tries to help us find contacts to do collaborations with in the local streaming sphere. So yeah, it's kind of crazy how much everyone does. Not just me and Mark, but behind the scenes, there's a lot of people working on Dicecast, and we really let social kind of slip. So that's my bad. As the guy who started Dicecast, it's kind of it falls in my territory to actually be the one trying to promote it as much as possible. At least that's what I think. So to remedy this, to alleviate this, we are going to be looking for one more to add to our core group who will be just dedicated to posting on social. I don't know. We don't even know where to begin to look yet, though. So we might put out a call, a casting call. I don't know what to call it that. We might put out an ad, maybe we'll call it an ad on our Facebook to try and get people to apply to be, I guess, community managers or whatever you want to call it. People to handle our social here on the group. I'll catch up with Chad a little bit before elaborating more on that. Dicecheck says it's nice to have my birthday off from work. He's glad he found Dicecast too. Aw. I purposefully looked for a channel that had very few people in chat. That's great. I I don't know how to feel about that. Well, maybe it's a good thing that we started off the way we did when we did, because if we were already big when you were looking for a new channel to troll on, then you probably would have ignored us completely. Dicecheck doesn't even answer his landline. I just check the voicemail on occasion. Oh. Anatan, over on Facebook says, "Go Arvin." Yeah, we need more Arvin fans here. Arvin is really a workhorse. He does a lot for us that you guys are not aware of. We there are things that we cannot announce yet because they're still brewing in that old witch's kettle, But when they are finalized and when we do have new things to announce, more often than not, it's thanks to Arvin. Dicecheck says, I spend every day interacting with countless people. When I'm home, I just want to relax or write or spend some time with friends. I don't need Facebook or a cell phone for that. Seikachu is a very special lady. A dice casting call, you mean? You see what I did there? Yes, I did. Oh man, this ties in very well with that surprise that I have for you guys later on. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that at least one of you is here. At least two of you are here to see it. Um, so yeah, we will be putting up a dice casting call, I guess, or we will find another way to try and look for our latest or upcoming latest hire, not hire, we can't pay them. Our latest recruitment to add a community manager or social media manager to our circle. Sarah does all of that work so far, and she is just as busy as any of the rest of us. She's a new mom, and she has her own podcast. There's not a lot that I can. I mean, I would like for her to continue doing the socials for us because she does a great job. But I can't ask so much from her. It's too much. Moving on from social, one of the other things that we are cooking is a partnership to do more, our opportunities to try and do more consultations. So something that you guys don't know yet, because Mark and I haven't talked about it, is that what we do to try and earn a little bit of revenue for Dicecast outside of the streams is we try and do consultations to companies and individuals who want to get into streaming. So we teach and we review, we do oculars of spaces and provide our advice, and even do test streams from the locations of the companies that want to try and get into streaming. So we're going to be continuing doing this. It was an experiment so far. We partnered with one such company, Honeycomb Manila, and they were really happy with our advice. It actually got them a few upgrades. It prompted them to purchase a few upgrades and to schedule some renovations in their space to make it more streaming friendly. So I'm happy that Mark and I at least are able to provide this extra service at a cost, of course. We do charge a consultation fee to do this kind of thing for companies and individuals out there, and we are looking to partner with more. So that's something that we may or may not stream. If we do decide to stream it, we of course will need permission from our partners, the people who we are actually doing the consultations for. So it's a bit of a we have to tread lightly first before we can commit or promise anything in the future. But that's one more thing that we have up our sleeves at Dicecast. See, we're not completely we're not completely just running out of pocket here. We are trying to find ways, of course, to make this a sustainable and viable operation. And last but not least is the possibility that we will change our time slots permanently. One of our biggest issues is that we are not able to grow our audience, given our time slot, and given our lack of social. So that said, I don't want to worry anyone who find it more convenient to watch at this hour. People like Dicechuck, who are across the world anyway. People like Lichcast, or Eric, who have breaks at this time and are able to watch us because that's the only time that they have their firewall lifted at the office. I want to reassure everyone that if you are watching us now, if this is your preferred time to watch us, it's not going to change. What will happen instead is we're going to try and find ways to also stream other content or possibly rebroadcast this content at other times. This is the last thing I'm going to fold, and after I fold this, I'm going to give you guys that gift that I promised. But we're still trying to figure out how, because as it stands, most of you already know, it's only me and Mark who are able to do live streams at this schedule. And we are already stretched thin. Our home lives are... This is the most comfortable that we will be able to stream given our home lives. And Mark actually already had to change it again because his shift changed at work. Yeah, this was a Dicecast shirt. It's the shirt that I wear for events when I need to represent Dicecast. It was actually a gift to me from my sister-in-law. She hand silk screened this onto just a normal black. She hand silk screened our logo onto just a normal black t-shirt. See, not for sale. This one is mine personally. But if we do make merch, you guys will be the first to know. Hey, Nick Furious, what did I miss? You missed me doing all my laundry. Here, I folded everything. That's all my underwear and shirts that came from the wash just now, at least this load. I was literally folding laundry, which is why it's a literal housekeeping stream today. But yeah, I was taking the opportunity to stream a whole bunch of announcements that we just had, and I finished all of them, and I don't feel like saying them all again. Maybe a quick recap before I give you guys the special gift that I promised to all of our fans. Quick recap of everything that I announced so far. So Mark is not here right now for Table Talk because his work schedule changed. He is now night shift. Mark will also be streaming Forbidden Lands, starting this weekend and taking place every other Saturday. Forbidden Lands is a OSR, I think, an old school revival type system. He will be streaming it with a rotating cast of players, and it's looking to be a lot of fun. Next, we also are pivoting the way that we are going to be covering live event streams. We are not going to be focusing on single table actual play anymore, which is the way that we did our first 2 live event coverages. We are changing now to cover events in a more personal matter. We want to interview attendees and partners of events, people who make the events possible and fun to attend, to see how they are enjoying and what they are doing and what they are offering and what they how they got into the hobby in the first place. We're trying to improve and increase our social media presence by possibly adding a new member to Dicecast. What else did I say? We are looking into possibly doing more non-stream related things to improve our revenue flow to Dicecast, because as it stands, the entire operation of Dicecast is all just being paid out of pocket by me and Mark and Lance and Arvin and everyone else involved. Dice Chuck saying, sadly, rotating cast just means they will all be sitting on bar stools. I wish. That would be amazing. And what was the last announcement I made before finishing up my laundry? Look, empty laundry basket. Don't have anything else to fold. Oh, wait, there's one more shirt. Shoot, I missed this. This will be a quick fold. What was the last thing I said? Shit, I forgot. Well, I do have a present for you guys, because this is going to be a very fast stream, because I do need to bring my babies to the hospital. Yes, that is the thing that I think I forgot to mention, is that this stream today, this normally Table Talk stream today, is going to be shortened and turned into just a housekeeping stream because of all of the shit that I need to get done. I'm doing laundry now because there was literally no other time for me to do laundry this godforsaken week. This is a very hectic week for me and my family. And right after the stream, I will have to be bringing my babies to the hospital for a regular checkup. It's nothing serious. They're not sick or anything. But we need to get that out of the way, before especially the holidays shit catches up and demands more of us. Oh no, I folded it wrong. So yeah, that said, I'm kind of embarrassed. I don't know if I still want. No, I do want to give you guys this gift that I prepared for y'all. Um, but it's I need to psych myself up for it first. So give me a minute. Let me just finish this fold. Maybe give me some words of encouragement because what I prepared for you guys as fans of the, as fans of the channel, um, is a little performance, just a small performance. And I don't want to oversell anything. By the way, happy birthday again, Dice Chuck. Fuck, this is probably the most personal birthday gift I've given in recent years. So yeah, this gift is for all Dicecast fans and everyone who's supported us over the years. So all old, all new. Whether you came to us just a few days ago, a few hours ago, or a few years ago. There, done. I dedicate this to all of you. So let me turn this off. There you go. Turned off that. Interpretive dance classes. Jesus. It's not that personal. And by taking interpretive dance classes, that means I would have had to spend on this gift for you guys. I'm not that generous. I'm a fucking cheapskate. No, this gift for you is free. So here we go. Let me get my music up. Yes, there's music. And I have to disable some things here on the stream so that it doesn't drown out the music at all. Let me turn off the ducking. Close. And here y'all go. I'm just using this as the music, but don't worry, it's more personalized than that. Oh god. Fuck me. This is going up on the internet. God damn. I know. It's 12 o'clock on a Monday noon. The regular crowd comes online. There's an old man's webcam right next to me. Well, not today. It flickered right on just in time. He says, dude, can you set up the overlay? 'Cause I came in late for the show. Oh, no, wait. Fuck. He says, dude, can you set up the overlay? 'Cause I came in late for the show. But it's fine, it's alright. Today's topics are light. So let's talk while we play the intro. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Let me know if the sound is alright, guys. I mean, not my voice. Give us a show, you're the streamer, man. Give us a show tonight. We're all in the mood for a table talk. And you've got us feeling alright. Dicek is totally in the chair dancing right now. Aww. Well, you're gonna love the next part. Oh, man. Dice Chuck in the chat is a friend of mine. He gives us his wisdom for free. And he's quick with a pun, here to have some good fun. But the 80s is where he'd rather be. He says, JP, what you just said is killing me. As his palm moves to cover his face. Well, I'm sure you would have got this old reference if you were born in my time and space. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Happy birthday, Dice Chuck! Now, Santiago is an indie developer who spends all his time making games. And he's talking with Maury, who's not very sorry to be playing Minecraft all day. And oh fuck. I'm jumping the gun again. So much. And Lichcast is preaching good politics as Artificity boos us in jest. Yes, they're typing away in our chatterbox, and that's what makes you all the best. Okay, I'm gonna catch up with chat during this intermission. Fuck. Dice Chuck totally dancing in his chair right now. Anatan, good job. Oh, thank you, Anna. Nick Furious, this man has huge balls to sing live. No, they're pretty normal size last I checked. Give us a show, you're the streamer, man. Give us a show tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a table talk, and you've got us feeling alright. Oh, man. I've been immortalized with... No, you've been immortalized with JP. Yes. Dice Chuck and the others. And if you stick around long enough, Nick Furious, sure, I can do a verse for you too, but I needed some time. It's a pretty good crowd for a Monday noon. And my co-streamer gives me a smile. Cause he knows that it's we they've been coming to see, to forget about life for a while. And the stream, it sounds like a carnival. And the microphone smells like a Coke. And they sit in the chat and put bits in my hat and say, Jesus, just what did you smoke? Ah, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah. I love this song, by the way. Give us a show, you're the streamer, man. Give us a show tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a table talk. You've got us feeling alright. Oh, thank you, Dice Friends. Love the game, love each other more. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm never doing it again. No, we'll see. Maybe if I get drunk or high enough, I'll make up something else. Many thanks to Sarah and Mark who encouraged me to do this. I honestly just put this together just to share with them on our offline Discord. What the hell? Stop it, Facebook. Ah, man. Yeah, I just shared it with them like on our Telegram, and they just wanted me to sing it for you guys. So, but it was fun. I did this because I do love you guys. You're the best fans in the world, the best friends that a guy can ask for, and without all of you, even the ones who just joined like within the past 5 minutes or 5 hours or 5 days or 5 weeks or 5 months or whatever length of time you guys have been a fan of the show, all of you have made it not just possible to do this, but actually enjoyable. You know, without you guys here in the chat, encouraging us along and joining in the discussions and giving news topics and making fun of us and making fun of each other, it just wouldn't be the same. It would not be something that I would like to continue doing, you know? Nick Furious asking for an encore. Maybe maybe at the end of the year. Maybe it could be like a YouTube rewind or a Twitch rewind kind of thing. JP, you got a 10 from the Canadian judge. Oh, thank you, Dice Chuck. I don't know what that means. A Canadian 10 is like what? A US 9.12? Given the exchange rate? I don't know. Or is it less than that? It's like, oh, wow, it's half. So a Canadian 10 is a US 5. I'll take it. It's still, if it's a 10 out of 10, it's still a 5 out of 5. I'll take it. But yeah, I do need to fix my hedgehog's cage before leaving and bringing my babies to the hospital. So see you guys later tonight. There's going to be, that's when we move Table Talk to today. So I understand that time zones are a thing. So later tonight means in 6 or 7 hours. So 6 or 7 hours from now, we are going to stream Table Talk, the normal Table Talk, and hopefully Mark can join. He does have the session 0 of Forbidden Lands to stream today, so he might not be able to join later. But yeah, we'll see you when we see you. Bye, guys. Love the game. Love each other more. Happy birthday, Dice Chuck. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving. And Nick Furious, thank you for joining in chat. Anna Tan, thank you for joining in chat. Everyone else who joined in chat but didn't chat, very, very appreciative of your presence regardless. 8 a.m., I'll be asleep, I hope. Oh yeah, you should be asleep, Dice Chuck. Don't wake yourself up just for this. You should enjoy your birthday. Keep the dice rolling. Thanks, JP. Thank you, and thank all of you. Bye-bye. I'm going to play us out with the intro, which I will talk over because that is a thing that we do. But Mark is not here, so I don't know how much sense it's going to make. But there we go. We're going to do it anyway. So this intro was actually composed or scored by Mark, which I paid him for. So he has no reason to complain about not being paid for anything at Dicecast. Yeah, this song is his. Thank you, Mark. And thank you guys all again for watching. Love the game. Love each other more. So long, and see you when we see you. Bye.